Hey guys, this is Katrina with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Jacob, who is a writer. Hey Jacob, how's it going?
I was really well. I'm a little overwhelmed, just walked in here, so my head's still spinning. How are you?
I'm good. You know, this is my second day here, and it's really great. It's full, lots of people, and I'm glad to meet you. So tell me about your project that you're working on right now.
Well, I have a couple projects I'm working on. We just finished a project that I did with Sideshow Collectibles that was published by Insight Editions. It's called Court of the Dead, Shadows of the Underworld. It's a big, sprawling dark fantasy horror series, and this is it's been around for a few years. If you know Sideshow Collectibles, they do a lot of big statues and cool figures and all kinds of stuff, and Court of the Dead is their own original property that they started making a lot of statues for and are now publishing some material for. So they've had a couple of little comics, and then this is the first complete graphic novel that came out. It's about 96 pages with some extra artwork in the back. It's a beautiful book drawn by Ivan Koratayev out of Bulgaria. He's a fantastic artist, colored the whole thing himself, drew the whole thing himself. And yeah, that just published, I think it hit shelves in February. It's going pretty well so far, and it's been a lot of fun. And then here, I'm have one project I'm working on with a woman named Alice, who you'll talk to in a minute, Alice, who we love very much, called Immortal.
Cool. So I'm actually really interested about the journey as a writer myself, because I'm in acting, but I'm always interested like how you started. You know, and you mentioned that you did some film and then kind of segue into the whole animation part of it. And how did that start for you, and what is it like?
I don't think you have time for me to answer that question. You know, writing is interesting. There's no real path to it. It's just something I kind of picked up in high school, writing short stories. And then I went to film school, started writing scripts, started working in TV production. I've been working on The Big Bang Theory as part of the directorial team doing it's called audience switching. It's like live editing in front of our studio audiences. And throughout all that time, you know, writing really started for me with blogging. And oddly enough, I made a hockey blog. I'm a big LA Kings fan. And so I just needed an outlet to start writing. And I started this with a friend of mine. And it just kind of took off, and it was just so much fun writing. And from there, I started doing some more blogging. I ended up blogging with Sideshow Collectibles. And then I wanted to start writing comics. And so, you know, you just kind of will things into existence and, you know, practice on your own, do it on your own, have people read it, you know, give it to friends and get critiques and get slashed down. And I was very lucky that Sideshow gave me an opportunity to dive into the world and it was my first published book, so.
Well, congratulations to that. And I think it's really important to kind of get that inspiration and that passion to keep going, whether you're a writer or an artist. So how did you find that team to get that together?
For the Sideshow book, luckily I didn't have to put together the team, so I'm the wrong person to ask. They have an amazing treasure trove of artists that they work with, and I was lucky enough to be brought into that fold and get to work with a lot of great collaborators there. They have fantastic concept artists. Alma Carfong is amazing if you look up his work. Matt Mullen did a lot of the concept art for the book. I mean, it's such if you get a chance to pick it up, if you like monsters, you're going to love it because there's just so many cool, just insane designs. Yeah.
And what do you get your inspirations from? Like, how do you put yourself as a writer into these stories?
To be honest, I usually sit in a hot tub until I'm dizzy.
Hey, whatever works. Yeah, everyone has their way.
Yeah, and then just start hallucinating, you know? Comic writing is a new field for me, so I'm starting to make connections and relationships with artists, you know, and go from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jacob. It was great learning about your experience and your journey as a writer, from film to illustration and anime.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. This is Katrina with IdeateTV here at Wondercon, guys. Thank you so much.